Hello, I'm Andrew,
And I'm Maya.
and we are two randos in
Stockholm, in Sweden. Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, lies on 14 islands in the Baltic Sea archipelago. There are around 50 bridges that connect the islands, but you can also hop on a ferry if you want to go to another island. We had wonderful weather towards the end of October, ideal for sightseeing and making this video.
the Viking Museum opened in 2016. They say they'll separate the myth from the truth, and they really do. It's well worth a visit.
We decided to visit the Swedish Parliament. Sweden is a parliamentary democracy and a constitutional monarchy, and has a parliament with 349 members elected by proportional representation. On our tour, it was very interesting to hear that the first time women were elected in the Swedish Parliament was in 1921, well after the Finnish, Norwegian and Danish parliaments had female MPs for over a decade.
Stockholm City Hall is the seat of Stockholm's municipality. It's one of the major tourist attractions in Stockholm, and best of all, it's free, so go and visit.
it's Maya here of Randos, and this is our last day in Sweden in October 2025. We started the trip by arriving to Stockholm, and then we went to Kiruna, which is in the furthest north part of Sweden, and we stayed in Abisko. We hiked and saw reindeer and the northern lights. Then we came by train back to Stockholm, which took 17 hours, and for the last 2 days we've been sightseeing around Stockholm. So this trip has been really wonderful in so many ways. Meeting friends, spending time with friends, celebrating our friend's 50th birthday, which was the main reason to come to Sweden. But we have also learned a lot more about Sweden, and it's definitely a destination that I would certainly recommend if you want to see one of the largest nations on the Scandinavian peninsula, and the country. The country is also an EU member, so it's a combination of influences and history that you will see. Price-wise, it's quite pricey, on a similar level to the United Kingdom where we live. So you wouldn't save by traveling to Sweden and Stockholm. Stockholm is an expensive capital with a lot of lovely cafes and restaurants and museums, which just, of course, are opportunities to spend money, but also to see a lot of history about the Vikings, modern history, nation building of Sweden, art, modern art, whatever you fancy really. So for me, this trip was 10 out of 10, and I am not sure when I will be back in Sweden, but I would love to come again.
Well, Sweden's got a lot of islands. Yep, 221,000 plus to be precise. And Stockholm itself is built on several islands. It's a nice city. It reminds me of some other European cities like Venice, but it has its own unique character and it's well worth a visit.